Have you ever seen a picture of someone that made you stop and think, wow, there is a story behind that face? That is exactly what happens when you see Jena Malone. Her pictures, her expressions, her choices, they do not just show a celebrity. They show a real person who has been through a lot, learned a lot, and is not afraid to show her true self. Stick around till the end, because the story of Jena Malone is not just about fame. It is about being honest, creative, and brave, even when life gets hard. Jena Malone was born in Nevada, United States of America, in 1984. From the start, her life was not easy. She was raised by her mother, who worked many jobs to take care of them. They moved from place to place, sometimes even living in cars or small motels. But Jena had a dream. She wanted to act. And she did not wait for someone to hand her a big break. She made her own chance. At just 12 years old, she started acting and got her first big role in the movie Bastard out of Carolina. Even though she was a kid, her performance was so powerful that people could not stop talking about her. That was when Hollywood took notice. Now, a lot of young actors follow a certain path: fame, money, big studios, and fancy clothes. But Jena is different. Instead of chasing fame, she chose art. She acted in movies that had meaning, films like Donnie Darko, Saved, and The Hunger Games. She played characters who were strange, brave, and real. She never wanted to be a copy of someone else. She wanted to feel what her characters felt, to show something true. That is one of the reasons why her pictures, on screen or in real life, always stand out. There's something real behind them. When people talk about pictures not lying, they mean that sometimes a photo can show more truth than 1,000 words. With Jena Malone, that is exactly what happens. You can see her honesty in her eyes. Sometimes she is smiling. Sometimes she is serious. Sometimes she looks strong. Other times soft and thoughtful. But in every photo, she looks real, not fake, not perfect, just human. That is what makes her different from many others in Hollywood. She does not hide behind filters or fake smiles. She is comfortable showing who she really is. But here is something a lot of people do not know. Jena Malone is not just an actress. She is also a musician, photographer, and writer. She creates songs that are full of emotion. She takes photos that tell stories without words. She even writes poetry about life, pain, love, and finding yourself again. It is like every part of her, her acting, her photos, her words, are different pieces of one big picture. And that picture says, be yourself even when it is hard. Life has not always been easy for Jena. She has been open about her struggles, with family problems, money, and even in her personal relationships. In one interview, she talked about how she used art to heal. Instead of hiding her pain, she turned it into creativity. That is something we can all learn from, turning what hurts us into something that helps us grow. When you look at her pictures from those times, you can actually see that story. Her eyes tell it all: the strength, the sadness, the healing. So, what can we take from Jena's story? It is not just about movies or fame. It is about being true to yourself. There are 3 big lessons from her life. First, you do not need to be perfect to be powerful. Jena shows that being honest about who you are makes you stronger. Second, art can heal. Whether it is acting, writing, or music, she uses creativity to express her feelings and grow. Third, be brave enough to be real. In a world full of filters and fake smiles, Jena chooses to show her real self, and that is something truly inspiring. Even though she does not act in every big movie, people still talk about her. Why? Because she stands out for being authentic. She does not try to please everyone. She just does what feels true to her. And when people see that, they connect with it. That is the magic of Jena Malone. She reminds us that it is okay to be different, it is okay to be real, and it is okay to not have everything figured out. Let us go back to the title, Pictures Do Not Lie. When you see Jena Malone in a photo, what do you really see? You see a person who has walked through hard times and still shines. You see someone who is not afraid to show her true self. And you see that beauty is not about perfect looks, it is about truth. That is a message worth remembering. So, the next time you see a picture of Jena Malone, or even a picture of yourself, think about what story it tells. Is it showing who you really are? Are you hiding behind something? Or are you brave enough to be seen for you? Because, just like Jena Malone, your truth is your power. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked this story and want more videos about real people with inspiring stories, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Remember, pictures do not lie, and neither should you. Be real, be kind, and keep shining.